Good afternoon. My name is Lucy Aquino from Hispano Care at Advocate Illinois Masonic Hospital, and welcome to CAN TV 21. Today's topic is going to be supportive living, a discussion on what is supportive living and who can benefit from these types of services. With me today, I have Rebecca Drennan, Marketing and Leasing Associate of St. Luke's Renaissance, Greenview Place. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show today. We do want to invite our viewers that it is a live show, and you can call. Lines are open. Area code 312-738-1060. Our phone lines are now open. Rebecca, I am so glad you're here today. Assisted living is one of those things that everyone's talking about. Yet we talk about it, but we don't know much about what assisting and supportive living is. So I understand. I know that St. Luke's is one of those new buildings that have come up. That's St. Luke's Renaissance in Greenview Place. And it's a means to affordable assisted living model, also known as supportive living. Mm-hmm. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that, and especially for our viewers who are not sure what this concept is, yet everyone's talking about it. So can you tell us, what is supportive living?
Supportive living is the affordable alternative for seniors on fixed incomes. It represents an assisted lifestyle living. We offer services to help seniors maintain independence. Illinois leads the nation in offering the affordable options for seniors, and many other states at this point are actually looking at Illinois mm-hmm. to actually copy the program and offer the opportunity for their seniors.
Oh. All right, so when we talk about some of the services that seniors who are 65 and over, mm-hmm. you have to be 65 and over to live in a supportive setting, yes. right? So if you're 65 and over and seniors are taking advantage of what I think is a wonderful concept, is that what can they expect while living, in this example, with the Greenview community? Can you give us some examples of what seniors can expect while living there?
They can expect to have quality living. We have beautiful apartments for them. They have their own studio or one-bedroom apartment. We have many amenities for them. We offer services to help maintain independence. We will help them in assisting with activities of daily living. Perhaps they need help with making their bed on a daily basis, or maybe arthritis has gotten to the point where buttons and shoes and socks are mm-hmm. difficult to put on. We have medication management for them so that if they're forgetful with their medicines, we can always remind them. We offer a beautiful dining room with 3 meals a day. The residents are encouraged to come down for their mm-hmm. meals, to get out of their apartment, mm-hmm. to get socialization, to get some exercise.
Especially to get up and get them out. Now, I know that when we talk, again, I want to go back to the assisted living, supportive living situation, because it is a concept that's new to Illinois and around the country.
It is. It started in 1999, and it's sort of a best-kept secret. A lot of people are not familiar with it. It offers financial assistance for people that may be on a limited income, where they just have Social Security coming in and really don't have any assets. We can apply for financial assistance for them, make it affordable, and they can have a beautiful brand new apartment to live in.
Wow. So, Rebecca, can you tell us a little bit about what it is that you do, in particular with the Renaissance Greenview Place? Because we're talking a little bit about that, but we're also talking, this is just one model of what supportive living is all about. So let's talk a little bit about Greenview in particular, because that's who you're representing today.
Yes.
But it's a model overall for supportive living models. So let's talk a little bit about that. So what is your role over at Greenview Place?
My role is to educate people on supportive living, to I go to nursing homes, I go to rehab centers, I go to people's homes. I talk about supportive living and some of the benefits it can have for someone's life. Oftentimes people's health is starting to decline, or they may not be taking their medications as they should. They come into our type of supportive living community, and medications are now being taken on a daily basis, regular. They're not missing. They're eating properly. Usually their health starts to improve, their life is better, they start making friends, socialization is there for them. Perhaps they were in an apartment and really family is working and couldn't get there to visit them on a daily basis, so they were lonely. Now they have socialization, they make friends. Yeah. Most supportive living communities it ends up developing into its own little town where the residents are all involved with each other. If anyone has anything happening, maybe a life situation where they've lost a spouse or they've lost a child, and the other people that live there are all there to support them. So
Right,
it ends up being our own little town, our own little community.
Well, I think that's pretty nice, but especially, and that kind of brings me to the baby boomers. I mean, here we are, we're baby boomers, and, some of us, or many of us, are working either one or two jobs, or busy with the kids, and yet you don't have the time to put in with your parents or your loved ones that are living with you. And sometimes because of that, I think sometimes our loved ones suffer because of it. So I think a supportive living environment is something that can go very well for a family and know that their loved ones are in a very safe place, especially if they're still independent.
Yes, yes. It benefits them in so many ways. I personally have had an experience with the supportive living. I had always worked in a nursing home, and we moved here from another state, and that was my first experience with supportive living. My mother-in-law had lived with us for quite some time, and her health started to decline, so we decided that supportive living might be the answer. We moved her into the building, and she absolutely loved it. She had socialization when she wasn't getting it at home because I was at work. She referred to it as home. She would come to our house for holidays and events, and she would look at us and say, "Okay, I'm ready to go home now." So it was such a great release for us to know that she was safe at night, that somebody was always available for her. There's always somebody.
She felt so safe she wanted to go home.
She wanted to go home. So for us, it was a positive experience, and I just believe that supportive living is one of the best services out there right now for seniors.
Wow.
Especially to keep them independent.
Oh, absolutely. And the independence is a really big part of that.
We
want to make sure that, they're happy-go-lucky, that they can go on. I mean, some of these, well, not just your place, but many of the supported living homes do provide all kinds of activities. Can we talk a little bit about what types of activities are available for them?
Sure. Supportive living buildings have a full-time activity director, offering outings, different events. They might want to go to Navy Pier. Maybe there's a play that's going on, so they might want to go to the theater. We have health and educational speakers coming in to educate our residents so that they're always up on the latest topics that are going on for seniors. Maybe there's some medication changes, or there's Medicare changes. We always want them to be informed on what the latest issues are. We also have, your basic activities, crafting, baking, games, that type of thing. But we encourage our residents to be who they have always been. They don't change when they move into our buildings. If they've always loved to cook, they're still going to love to cook. If they love to volunteer in the community, they're still going to love to go out and volunteer in the community. We want them to be the same people.
They come and go as they please. They're at home. I mean, it's...
Yes, we have no visitation hours, which is a nice option for our residents. And we also, our residents can have families spend the night. They can have grandchildren come. They can offer family to join them for meals. So it really is their home.
Oh. Now, I know that with supportive living also can be a price tag to that. But there's also assistance, as you mentioned, you alluded to a little bit earlier on the financial assistance part of it. But let's talk about, the reality is that there is a cost involved.
There is a cost involved. And with supportive living, it offers an umbrella of services. We offer 24-hour nursing services. Our licensed staffing are there 12 hours a day. The certified nursing assistants are there 24 hours a day. We have a secure facility so that the doors are locked 24 hours a day. You do have to buzz to get in, but that's a safety precaution for our residents. We have housekeeping, we have laundry, we have the activities going on. So there is always somebody in the building for the residents.
And of course, you also mentioned that with supportive living homes, not just Greenview Place, but all of them will provide healthcare providers on the premises should they need it.
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we do. We offer preferred providers. We have physicians coming in that are affiliated with Illinois Masonic, which is our 911 hospital. Our residents have a choice. They can choose to use the services we offer in-house or use their own physicians that they've always been with. We always encourage our residents to make as many choices for themselves as possible.
Absolutely. And with Illinois Masonic Hospital, I have to tell you, Hispano care is a program of Advocate Illinois Masonic Hospital, and We cannot do what we do for community if not for Illinois Masonic. So I'm very happy to be part of that, and the fact that you're part of that, and many others as well. I believe we have a call. No, it didn't come through. Okay. I'll call back.